Are nagging injuries preventing you from getting back to the competition mats? If you have been injured before, it doesn't matter if you're an adult or a master competitor, even tougher when you're master because you don't recover as quick. You know how much it sucks when not only just banged up or hurt, but you actually injured and you cannot train at all. And you got to be careful because it can really mess with your mental health. You kind of getting down on yourself, the negative self-talk, wondering, am I going to get better? Am I going to be able to compete again? So you got to be very careful. You have to be very self-aware of what's going on in your mind. So I want to give 3 points to take in consideration when you're dealing with injuries, and a set of 3 words that you should always keep in mind, which is ACE. Action, concentration, and effort for everything you do. So basically, well, the first one is don't underestimate the injury. Take some type of action. The injury doesn't disappear by itself. I know that some people can say, especially looking for a physical therapist or look for a doctor. I know that many people can say, Gustavo, I don't have insurance, and I totally get it. But you do need to make something happen, especially if that's what you want to do. You want to keep pushing yourself and competing. On my book, Inner Discovery for Outer Success, 10 Rules to Integrate Authenticity and Performance in Jiu-Jitsu and Beyond, I do talk about that on rule number 7. For each level, there's a new devil. You try to go to a different level, there will be challenges, physical challenges, financial challenges, especially in a situation that you can't afford a physical therapist. So in the book, I also talk about about sponsorship. There is a part dedicated to that, because if you cannot afford, you can always develop relationships, sponsorship partnerships with potential clinics. Basically, what can you do for them? What kind of business can you try to bring for this person? Is it possible that they want to have a relationship with you? So that's an alternative. I'm lucky that I have Control Physical Therapy, so I'm able to go there and do my physical therapy as the same thing I have with my chiropractor and my recovery. So doing partnerships that can help me. But if you feel that this is not, there's not an option, I don't think I can, I have to just look for maybe someone that is a friend at the school, and maybe someone's a doctor, you mention to them and they can give you some exercises and you do some PT by yourself. But something needs to be done, right? So second thing to take in consideration is be open to different therapies. Okay, so you're taking action with looking for PT or trying to make something happen, dealing, watching the concentration, meaning watch your mind, watch the negative self-talk, put the effort of keep doing the exercises or whatever needs to be done. Now, if you're doing all that and it's not working, you got to think about different alternatives. So I had an issue. I always struggled with my neck for many years, but finally, April 2023, I had a major issue, and I was already working, doing physical therapy and everything. And after a long flight, basically the side of my head got numb, my arm, and it was a mess. So basically from April to December, doing treatment, doing my therapies and everything, and I was not getting better. Doctors talking about a possibility of surgery. And a year before, I have met Kevin Lucas from New Hope Regeneration. And also, they do stem cell therapy. And also, one of my best friends, Bruno Bastos, experienced the therapy with them and told me, man, it really made an impact on my body. I think you should give it a try. And by that point, I was a little skeptical. I was like, do you think this thing's going to work with me? So I wasn't really sure, but I decided, I have nothing left and I have to do it. So, and by the way, I was in a point that I wasn't training, and teaching class was hurting my neck. Anytime you were on my back, holding my neck, and it was not good. And 2 months later, I kept doing physical therapy. I kept doing my effort, kept working on my mind and believing that it's going to. At first, I was skeptical, but I just said, no, this is going to work. Kept taking actions on on all the exercises, everything I needed to do. And 2 months later, one day I woke up, I was like, man, this feels so much looser and release on my arm. And I got back to training. I was 175 pounds. Little by little, so I get back to training. About March, I decided, you know what? Maybe I can do the Master Worlds in 2024. Long story short, April 1st, I started my training, strength and conditioning, always working with a nutritionist as well to compete at the New Jersey Open. I believe it was somewhere in May 2024. I went there. I lost about 12 to 13 pounds, competed in a lightweight division, won my division, had 2 matches, and eventually noticed that my weight was coming down, was feeling better. I committed to compete at the 2024 Master Worlds in a Master 4 featherweight division. End up taking second place. I have 5 matches. And I don't not mention this to try to impress you, my accomplishments or anything like that. But really to convey to you that without the alternative therapy of New Hope Regeneration, I don't think I would be able to compete, to be straight up honest, because I didn't know what to do anymore. And just being grateful to get back to the competition mat, it was amazing because I opened my mind, of course, ace all the way, but I opened my mind as well. In December of 2024, I did my second run. And 2 months later, about the same, I felt incredible competing. In 2 months, I was competing at the Europeans 2025 in Lisbon, ended up winning my division, 4 matches, and winning the Master 5 featherweight division. Feeling great, and New Hope Regeneration, it was crucial. Now, the third one is keep up the work, keep up the effort. The stem cell therapy is not going to make any miracle. You still need to take care of your body. You still need to rest. You need to eat well, sleep. So you have to take care of your body. So this is an alternative that if you decide to go, I believe, well, the best thing is for you, to be honest, to get in contact with them, because to see if it works for you or not. I have a QR code here so you can take a look, see if this is something that you talk with Kevin, see if New Hope Regeneration can help you, and just go from there. And for people from Arizona, New Hope Regeneration partnered up with the Ibjjf League. For people who don't know, that's my organization in Arizona, because I felt that, man, I test drive the product. It really worked for me. And I feel that other people that are not competing could be competing in any tournaments or the Ibjjf with the help of New Hope Regeneration. So if you are in the Jiu-Jitsu community in Arizona, one of the coaches, get in contact to get a discounted rate and possibly develop a relationship with them. So it's a win-win situation if you do want to get involved with some type of alternative therapy for your injuries. And that's about it, man. So my final message is ACE, always action. Take massive action. Concentration, breathe, pay attention to what's going on through your mind, and have the effort, have the consistent, the discipline to keep going, that you will, and believe that you will get better and get back to training and the competition mat. Talk to you later. Woos.